Friends, students, today we shall study the first lesson from the fourth section which has been prescribed for the 10th class, A Hero, written by R.K. Narayan. A Hero, written by R.K. Narayan. We shall know about the author. The full name of R.K. Narayan is Rashipuram Krishna Swami Iyer Narayan. He is widely considered to be one of the greatest Indian English novelists who is known for the simple and unpretentious writing style. He is best known for his works set in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. His works include Swami and his friends, The Bachelor of Arts, The Financial Expert, and one of his novel, The Guide has been adapted for the film and had won the Sahitya Academy Award. He highlights the social content and provides a feel for his characters through everyday life. He was nominated to Rajya Sabha, the upper house of India's Parliament. So, students, this is all about the author. Then, now we shall go through the lesson. Swami was not a courageous boy. He was not at all a bold boy. But still then, because of an unexpected event, he became a hero overnight. Now, let us know what events made Swami a hero. For Swami, events took an unexpected turn. Here, the meaning of unexpected means things that happens suddenly. Now, let us know what unexpected thing made Swami a hero overnight. Father looked over the newspaper he was reading under the hall lamp and said, "Swami, listen to the news. News has been received about the bravery of a village lad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with the tiger. The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger and his flight of the tree, where he stayed half a day till some people came that way and killed the tiger." So, Swami's father was sitting in the hall under the lamp. He was reading the newspaper and there was a report in the newspaper. Then, what was that report? Report was bravery of a village boy. Bravery of a village lad. One day, the boy was returning home. He was passing through the jungle. All of a sudden, a tiger attacked him. Then the boy fought with the tiger and he climbed the tree to save himself. He stood there for half a day on the tree till some people came that way and killed the tiger and the boy was saved. This was all about the report published in the newspaper. Then, after reading it through, father looked at Swami fixedly and asked, "What do you say to that?" After reading the newspaper, Swami's father asked Swami to comment upon the report, to share his opinion about the report. Then Swami said, I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person, not a boy at all. How could a boy fight with the tiger? Then Swami puts a question to his father. He said that the person who faced the tiger is not at all a boy. He must be a strong and grown-up person. How is it possible for a small boy to fight with the tiger? Swami puts a question. You think you are wiser than the newspaper? Father sneered. Sneer means speak in unkind way. Speak in unkind way. Speak in unkind way. In the sense, or tease. Then, father said that whatever the matter has been published in the newspaper is true and it is with proof. How can you say that it is a false report? He says that, father says that a man have the strength of an elephant and yet be a coward. He says that suppose if a man is having more strength, then if he does not have any courage, then he cannot success in any attempt. He says that sometimes however strong he may be, he will become a coward due to circumstances. Whereas another man have the strength of a straw, but if he has courage, he can do anything. Whereas a person who is having a little strength but more courage, he can success in all the attempts. Courage is everything, strength and age are not important. Lastly, the father concludes that courage is important. Courage is important. Courage is important than strength. Then Swami does not accept his father's decision. Then Swami disputed the theory. How can it be, father? Suppose I have all the courage, what could I do if a tiger should attack me? So Swami, he argues with his father. He said that suppose you think that, father, I have all the courage but no strength. How can I fight with the tiger? He puts the question. Then father says, leave alone the strength. Can you prove you have a courage? Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. Father said that you leave alone the strength. Then you talk only about the courage. Then can you prove that you have a courage in you just by sleeping in the office room? Then a prideful proposition, Swami thought. When father suggested Swami to sleep in the office room, then Swami began to get afraid because he was afraid of darkness. A prideful proposition means suggestion. When father suggested Swami to sleep alone in the office room, Swami got scared. Why? Because he was always afraid of darkness. He always slept beside his granny. He was lacking the courage. He had always slept beside his granny in the passage, and any change in this arrangement kept him trembling and awake all night. See, Swami was always sleeping beside his granny. Suppose if you change his sleeping place, suppose if you ask him to sleep in another place, at that time Swami feels uncomfortable. He keeps whole night trembling. He keeps whole night awake. Why? Because he is afraid of darkness. He does not have any courage. He hoped at first the father was only joking. He mumbled yes and tried to change the subject. At first Swami thought that father was only joking, and he simply said yes. And he said loudly with a great deal of enthusiasm, we are going to admit elders in our cricket club hereafter. We are buying brand new bats and balls. Our captain has asked me to tell you. He said that Swami, he wanted to change his father's mind. He wanted to divert his father's attention from a suggestion, that is sleeping alone in the office room, to cricket game. So, in order to change the subject, he said that they are going to admit elders in their cricket team, and has captain has also told to admit the elders. In this way, Swami is trying to escape from that suggestion just by asking his father to join the cricket game. Then, well, we will see that later father cut him. Then father said that yes, we will see that later onwards. Now you must sleep alone hereafter. Then father said, asked Swami to sleep alone in the office room. Swami realized that the matter had gone beyond his control. From a challenge, it had become a command. So Swami tried to escape, and he made all the possible ways to escape, but he could not escape. Then at last Swami he came to know that the matter has gone beyond his control. Now he cannot control the matter. The matter has changed from challenge to a command. The matter has changed from a challenge to command. See, challenge, you may accept it or you may refuse it. But whereas the command, you have to follow it, you have to obey it. So now this father's suggestion has changed from challenge to command. Then he knew his father's tenacity at such moment. So Swami, he always saw his father's tenacity. Tenacity means firm decision. Tenacity means firm decision. Firm decision. From the next month, I will sleep alone, father. Then Swami at last he agrees to sleep in the office room. He says that, father, I will sleep from the first date of the next month. I will sleep alone, father. Then, no, you must do it now. It is a disgraceful sleeping besides granny or mother like a baby. Then father said that sleeping besides a granny like a baby is a disgraceful. It is a shame. Being a grown up, you cannot sleep besides your granny. Now you should cultivate good habits. You are in the second form and I don't like the way you are being brought up, he said, looking at his wife who was rocking the cradle. Then father said that he blames his mother, saying that you are not being brought up in a proper way. You are not developing the good habits, and whatever the Swami is doing is responsible for the mother. Then why do you look at me while you say it? He asked. Then father said that he doesn't like the way in which the child is brought up, how Swami is brought up. He abuses that his mother as well as wife, saying that Swami is not brought up in a proper way. Then when he blames his wife says that she is not held responsible for the child's behavior. I hardly know anything about the boy. She says that I always look after the little baby and I am in no way held responsible for Swami's behavior, she says. No, I don't mean you, said father. Father said that, no, I am not blaming you, he says. If you mean your mother is spoiling him, tell her so and don't look at me, she said and turned away. Then his wife says that, if you think your mother means here granny. If you think that granny is spoiling Mr. Swami, then you can directly tell Mr. Granny, you cannot order me or you cannot give instruction to me. Whatever you want to tell is, you will go directly and tell to your mother. Then says the father.